Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and a new video that I've been wanting to do for a while, well, a new style of video. Today is the first top 5 video that I'm trying to make. You might see this, you might not, it depends. Today we'll be counting down the top 5 worst attacking operators in Rainbow Six Siege. These operators they're mostly my opinion, but they are pretty rubbish. They could do with a buff or just being erased completely. As far as one of them's concerned. So let's hop into this list. This is a new style for me, so let's see how it goes. Let's start with number 5. Now the first operator we are going to look at is Dokkaebi. She is one of the Korean operators that was introduced alongside Vigil. And her gadget is pretty good. It is really useful if you have a headset, if you have the game volume coming out the headset, which for Siege, why wouldn't you? She's also got a secondary effect on a gadget, which is rare in operators for their gadgets to have two purposes. She can hack into enemy cameras when she finds the phone of a dead enemy. But that's not my problem with Dokkaebi. My problem with Dokkaebi is her arsenal. As you can see, I'm using the shotgun here. The shotgun has great range, and this automatic pistol, the C75, is decent. But both Dokkaebi's primary weapons, the marksman rifle and the shotgun, are single firing, although they both have good range. In Siege, it's better to have an automatic weapon if you're not always aiming for heads, because it is one shot, one kill on a headshot. So yeah, that's my problem. You're going to be spraying or really fire and not being accurate, so it's better to have an automatic weapon. But her two pistols shown here, and there is another one, they're just, the recoil's not that great. So to fix this, what I would do is give her access to the assault rifle that her counterpart Vigil uses. And if you wanted to, you could give Vigil the marksman rifle, to be fair. But I wouldn't see a lot of people using it. So yeah, I know that in the next season, Ember Rise, she will swap out, I think it's a smoke grenades for frag grenades. I'm all for that. We need more frag grenades in the game. But it's just her arsenal's a bit lacking, and I'm not very good with flash grenades, as you can see. But yeah, so that's my fix for Dokkaebi. Let's move on to the next operator. Now, operator number 4 is Ying. Now, Ying is quite the opposite to Dokkaebi in my mind with the problems. Her gun, or guns, brilliant, love them. The problem lies with her gadget, the Candela. Now, the Candela is basically a fancy flashbang grenade with a twist. It has a larger area effect. It also can be deployed much like Fuse's fuse charges on walls, doors, windows. But yeah, it's a bit problematic for me. If you deploy it that way, then in my mind she doesn't have enough time to run round and kill the enemies before they've either hid or before it's gone off. And she can also cook the Candela, I was about to call it the frag grenade then. She can also cook the Candela to have different effects. If you hold it long enough, which I'm pretty sure I'll show you here. Yes, here it is. When fully cooked, you throw it down, and it explodes in the place you want it. She is also immune to flashbangs. I don't know why I want to ring that. Or if you just throw it out, it'll go under doors and roll quite smoothly. Yes, she's quite. I really like her guns. It's just the problem with her gadget. She used to have access to smoke grenades, which made her quite useful, because you could throw out her Candelas and the smokes and get a plant down. This would cause a lot of confusion on the enemy team. They wouldn't be able to see, or even here as the Candelas went off, and you are immune to the Candelas as Ying. So that would work perfectly in conjunction with one another. But I can see why it was a bit overpowered, and I just can't see a way to fix Ying or make her useful again. Okay, spot number 3 goes to the American Navy SEAL operator, Blackbeard. Blackbeard used to be one of my favourite operators in Rainbow Six Siege, and I used him all the time. I love the D50, it is my favourite handgun in the game. One of my new mains, Knock, uses it, so that makes it so much better for me. But I personally think Blackbeard needs a massive nerf. His shield can still be annoying, but it's on 50 health now. 50 HP isn't nearly enough for it to be effective, and you get 2 of them. Why not make it 1 with 100? That saves you stopping and changing them once I destroy them. But I also think he needs his speed increased while he's got the shield attached, because it just slows him down. It's not as big as, say, Blitz's shield or Montaigne's, so it really shouldn't make him as slow as those two. Or even Clash for that matter, now that she comes to mind. His gun has 21 rounds in it, the one I use anyway. So that compared with the shields, it's just, you're going to be reloading or changing shields all the time, and he needs a buff. I can completely understand that he can be quite overpowered, but with the right tweaks, and if you think about it, I'm sure he can become useful. Now our number 2 spot goes to the Spetsnaz sniper, Glaz. Glaz is obviously a sniper, and in my opinion it's very hard for him to complete his intended role in Rainbow Six Siege. I think this is down to the nature of the game, as well as the way the maps are designed, specifically ones like Tower and Skyscraper, and Yacht for that matter. But ones like Plane and House are great for Glaz. He comes equipped with his sniper rifle that has a flip down thermal sight. This allows him to see enemies better in smoke and just see them overall. And it's got a good fire rate, but it's single fire, and that's, as I've stated before, that's not really what you want to be in Rainbow Six Siege. I am a big fan, however, of his GSH-18 pistol. Yeah, he's not great in close combat, but his pistol is really good. I've gotten some good kills with that pistol, just that was not one of them. So I don't really have a way to fix a Glaz. It's just the nature of the beast, as they say, and there's no way to change Glaz for the better. Now let's move on to what is, in my opinion, the worst operator for the attacking team in Rainbow Six Siege. So our final operator on the worst operators on the attacking side is, of course, as you can see, Blitz. Now Blitz for new beginning players is quite a hassle, a real annoyance, and perhaps one of the worst operators to come up against. But he can easily be dispatched by a nitro cell, knocking the shield away before he can get a flash off. As you can see, I've got 3 enemies blinded here, enough to melee them all and take them down. But there's that little recharge time, and I'm pretty sure the enemy team can hear that, so once you've flashed, you're going to want to hit the shield and then shoot him. There was a little opening there that the enemy didn't take advantage of, I was going to say effect of, but I don't see a way to make Blitz any better than he is, because he's so easily dispatched now. But he can be annoying if things go his way. So this makes Blitz the worst operator. He's easy to deal with, but also annoying if you're not sure how. He doesn't have a lot going for him if the enemy isn't blinded with only a pistol, but that's the way shield operators are. thank you for watching this video. I really wanted to make something. This is my first attempt at a top 5 video. I'm sure there'll be more in the future now I've finished this one. I don't know what the topic of the next video is. Maybe it'll be Siege related or Spider-Man or something. So thank you all for watching. Have fun and goodbye.